Hey, what's up guys, welcome to Trending Reviews. So a couple of people have asked in the past about me doing a review for my Range Rover Velar steering wheel. So I just wanted to go through all of the features that this steering wheel comes with and hopefully give you guys an idea of the capability of it. So let's just get straight into it.
It's a hard thing to know that your soul will stay.
Right, so first of all, just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on the actual design of the steering wheel. So it's got this nice little leather trim around it. It's very comfortable. It's got the Range Rover logo right there in the middle. Now this feels like it's made of sort of plastic, but again it's pretty solid. You've got the metallic trim around the middle of it. You have this bump at 10 and 2, which basically is very comfortable when you're driving. You can put your thumb around the top of it and it keeps it nice and locked in terms of the grip. And then you also have your horn as the entire panel in the middle. In the winter months when you're driving, you're gripping the steering wheel. It is actually quite cold. There's no heated steering wheel option, much like you can get in some of the newer cars nowadays, but this metallic bit here is very cold. Even now when I'm touching it, it's quite cold to hold, so I would try to avoid using that. But you also have the shift pedals at the back of the steering wheels there. These are also made of metal. Right, so the main standout feature for the Range Rover Velar steering wheel are these two little panels here. They're both touchscreen, gesture operated. So let's start off with the left one here. So here you have the menu button there right in the middle. So if you select that, you'll see at the dashboard right in the middle, you'll see it'll open up a menu option, so driver assistance, that kind of stuff, and you can cycle through by hitting the down options. So if I go open that again, you can see I can cycle through. So I'm going to keep going down. So trip, the display, vehicle settings, vehicle information, driver assistant, etc, etc. If I click OK, that will basically update that to the next menu. If I select right, I can keep going in and cycling through the different menu options. Press the left arrow to go back, and then I can cycle through them again. So that basically brings up the menu and the system settings that you want to change for the actual car itself from there. Now obviously it goes back to the main menu if you don't do anything for 10 seconds. Next, I'm going to be talking about this side panel here. These are the volume buttons, so I can press plus or minus to increase or decrease the volume of the radio or the music playing in the car. But again, if I didn't want to press, I can simply just swipe and it will start giving me an option to increase the volume by going right clockwise or decrease the volume by going anti-clockwise to the left. So this option on the right hand side is for next and previous track if you're listening to music, but if you have the radio station on, this will go to the next station or the previous station. Like the volume controls, this one cannot be swiped and taken out of context for the rest of them. That only works with the volume one. So this one you'd only have to press either the previous or the next ones. So if I show you an example, I'll turn the radio on. And then I'll click on next. It's gone to the next radio station here.
Where he controversially spent just one game as a player.
The next option you have is this call button. So if you press that, that will bring up the phone menu. So you'll be able to dial someone. As long as you've got your phone paired for Bluetooth, you can contact them. And if you do take a call, this will turn green, and underneath you will have the red hang up option there. This option here on the right hand side is the voice command. So if you press that, play Magic radio station.
Would you like to tune to FM or DAB?
FM.
Tuning to Magic.
There you go, and that's the voice control there. Right, so you notice that there's a little diamond icon here. That basically means it's your favorites button, and you can set that to do anything you like, either via a single press or a long press. So I'll show you how to do that. So what you have to do is go into your Velar settings screen here. Go to settings, all settings, go into features, and if you scroll down to the bottom, there's something called favorite button. Select that. You can see that there's the icon there. So for my short press is to mute the music, long press is to cancel my navigation. So every time I use my navigation, I've reached the destination, I always have to go in to the menu, click on stop guidance, confirm, and so on. So this will just make it do that very quickly. So it's really convenient. There's loads of different options. If you go in here, you can see, well, actually there's not that many, to be honest, but it's probably one of the most common parts of the features that you're going to use on the car. Now switching over to the right hand side panel, this is basically your driving panel. So set, resume and the minus buttons here will be the cruise control. So when you're driving, you can just click on the set plus, that will set the cruise at the speed you're going at the time of pressing it. If you'd like to reduce the speed and set it to something lower, just keep hitting the minus. And if you just want to cancel it, you'll have a cancel option there as well, so you hit that. So when you're driving and you've pressed the brake or you've accelerated faster than the actual cruise control, you can come back and hit resume and it will go back to the setting that you did. This button here called lim, that's basically the speed limiter. So if for any reason you're in an area where you don't want to exceed a certain speed limit, you hit that and it will set it at the speed limit that you're driving at that time. So if for example you want to limit it at 40 miles per hour, you can do that by hitting this. And then lastly, you have this icon here with the lanes. That's obviously the road lane assist. So if you're on the motorway and you want to make sure that you don't sway into other lanes, you just basically hit that. It will turn orange and basically the whole steering wheel will start vibrating if it detects that you're swaying into different lanes without indicating. So that is very dependent on the indicator signal. So if you don't indicate and you're swaying lanes, then it will warn you by shaking the steering wheel like that and wake you up again in case you're very tired. And lastly, you can also adjust the height of the steering wheel by this button here. So you turn the knob to unlock it and then you can move the steering wheel up or down, like so, and then you just move it back into locked position and you're ready to go. So that's about it, guys. I hope that was a very useful quick run through of the Velar steering wheel. If you have any other questions about its capabilities, then do drop a comment below. Otherwise, I'll be adding this video and all my other videos relating to my Range Rover Velar in its own playlist. I'll have the link to the playlist in the description as well. Otherwise, I hope you subscribe. I've got tons more Velar videos coming out in the future, which I know you're going to like. Until next time, guys, take care.